Switzerland was neutral for more than 500 years. But this time, during this conflict, they spoke up. They said they're no longer neutral. They're sided with Ukraine. And also, so that was a big thing here. It was on the news everywhere. And also Europe sees what Japan did. Japan, which is also a neutral state and has very pacifistic constitution, right? Japan also sided with Ukraine this time, and they sent a lot of aid to Ukraine. They did many fundraisers in Japan, so they're basically supporting Ukraine in this. They cannot send Ukraine firearms because of their constitution, but they are sending some military equipment that will be helpful. So it shows that there is no such thing as neutrality at this time, and Europe feels this way about China. That's why there is a lot of tension between China, Europe, and United States.
Okay. There's another point as well. We're talking about the fact is from such. You mentioned to me previously that 400,000 children and women have from Ukraine. So that's a big figure. The figure is 2nd of March. Huge figure. People more like adding more into that figure as well.
Yes, currently in Poland there is more than 1.5 million Ukrainian refugees, and they are still coming. And these are yesterday's data. So today it will be even more.
Okay.
Yes, so these are very big numbers. So
it's a huge number. Yeah, and updates, Natalia, on the Polish government stand, what Poland government is doing in facilitating Ukrainians at the moment.
Okay, so the thing is that mostly the most help is from non-governmental organization, actually from volunteers, and also just the regular people. There's a lot of refugees on the border, in the border cities, and also in any train stations. And there are a lot of Polish people. They go there with their private cars. They take those refugees to their private houses, and they help them this way. They let them stay in their house, basically. But government does a lot too. There is a lot of places like schools, hotels that are specifically designated to host those refugees. There's a lot of food. Everyone that crosses the border gets food, gets clothes, drinks. But these are, as I said before, mostly non-governmental organizations. And about the government, they're helping with schooling. They already signed a lot of agreements that Ukrainian students that fled from Ukraine can continue their studies on Polish universities as they would in Ukraine. So that's a very good thing. They don't have to stop their studies. They can just transfer to Polish university and continue with the program. And it's the same for school children. In every school now, there will be designated like place and a class. They're looking for Ukrainian teachers right now, actually, so that the Ukrainian children can learn and study in Ukrainian language. And so that's how like they would in Ukraine. So that's a big help, actually. And now the government is trying to find housing, basically, where they could put those Ukrainians. Also, the Polish railway said in official statement that anyone who will show Ukrainian passport can travel for free in any train until, I think, for at least 4 weeks, for at least next 4 weeks. So that's a really big help as well. A lot of companies step up and they say, if you want to work for us, you can just come and we will help you. So they offering work for Ukrainian refugees, which is, we have to remember, these are mostly women and children. So they also have to find a kindergarten place, places at school. So I think this is a lot of work that we have to still do.
That's great. And Natalia, thank you so much for talking on this subject, and it was really nice hearing from you about the Polish government stance. And moreover, we've also talked deeply about geopolitics and the hegemons in the world, and how China is being seen at the moment through the lens of these hegemons at the moment, and what is expected and what can be hopefully better in future. And that this conflict is soon we see that conflict is no more. And I also pray that those countries who are still deprived of their human rights, very basic and fundamental human rights, they're also treated like humans, like Palestine, where when we talk about Palestine, when we talk about Kashmir, when we talk about Syria, and some other states, they shouldn't be also deprived of their basic fundamental rights. And we hope that a world and powers start talking about these states as well. And that literally once again amazing having you. And we'll talk again soon on other developments. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for your invitation.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.